Barcelona, Spain, I reached the 2019 Volvo XC40 press preview expecting nothing more than a smaller version of Volvo's other SUVs, and I bet the majority of you were anticipating a similar. And who is able to blame us? All in the new generation Volvos, XC90, XC60, S90, V90, are cut from a similar cloth, and it's nothing like we're dealing with cheap polyester. What I found, though, was something unique. The XC40 has classic youngest kid syndrome, you know, the individual that tries to differentiate himself from his older siblings by permitting tattoos and also a nipple ring. Though the family resemblance is clear, in appearance and driving dynamics, the XC40 fights for the independence which has a scrappy demeanor plus a streak of rebellion, and that's nice thing about it for buyers. The XC40's attitude is instantly apparent in the dare to be different styling. This will be the most unique looking SUV in Volvo's refreshed lineup. While it shares its basic shape to Volvo SUVs, it's impossible to miss the kicked up C-pillar, don't tell Volvo. Nonetheless, it reminds me on the Jeep Compass shark fin, deeply sculpted lower door panels, and, optional, contrasting color roof. Still, don't enable the obvious details distract you on the more subtle ones, much like the concave grille, echoed in the dust by a slight dishing with the XC40's tailgate, the 90-degree seam formed from the front door, fender, and wrap-over hood, and how 4 different body lines meet on the forward edge from the C-pillar. I'm lured to say it's a Volvo, Jim, however, not as we know it, but I'm sure the reference will probably be lost around the millennials at whom the XC40 is targeted. Yes, kids, it's true, Leonard Nimoy was on another TV show before Big Bang Theory. The XC40 will be the first vehicle determined by Volvo's compact modular architecture, CMA to its friends, rather than the scalable product architecture, SPA, useful for the 60 and 90 series vehicles. One has to wonder, how scalable can an architecture be if Volvo needed another one for their smaller cars? Like the XC60, the XC40 uses McPherson struts in advance, though the 4-link rear suspension employs coil springs as opposed to a transverse leaf. Despite the architecture differences, the XC40 is simply as good of a drive because bigger Volvos, event or fit exhibits more spirit and attitude. The press preview featured XC40R design models powered with the 248 horsepower T5 engine, which comes bundled with all-wheel drive. This may be the base power plant for Volvo's larger SUVs, however it's the high-end motor to the XC40, which weighs some 200 pounds, a lot less than the XC60 and 700 pounds lower than the XC90. Removing the other bulk does wonders. Whether you're stopped with the light or ought to jump into your passing lane, the T5-powered XC40 leaps ahead just like an SUV possessed, and we're inclined to imagine Volvo's 6.2-second claim for the 0 to 60 sprint. The 8-speed automatic transmission lives to downshift, and can happily achieve this with perhaps the lightest prod with the pedal. This summer, Volvo will add the top-wheel drive T4 powertrain, which shares the T5's 2.0-litre displacement but relies on a different turbo and tuning to produce 185 horsepower, and, presumably, better fuel economy. The XC40R design includes a sport-tuned suspension along with the driving dynamics can best be described with all the sort of boilerplate cliches that hacks at all like me use. If we can't put together anything else, it turns in sharply, grips eagerly, along with the body stays relatively flat inside turns. Steering effort is light, and it is quick response and absence of feedback often brings about direction changes that happen to be rather more deliberate as opposed to driver could possibly have intended. My automobile colleagues hated this within the XC60, it seems like more in line with all the XC40's scrappy character, though a bit more road feel could be welcome. Still, it forced me to grin, and intensely, that's everything that counts. The XC40 has 5 selectable drive modes, Eco, Comfort, Dynamic, Off-road and Individual, which might be supposed to alter throttle, steering and braking response, but dependent on my experience there's daft in pressing the button before the adjustable damper option arrives later in 2018. Inside, The XC40 gives up some on the elegance from the 60 and 90 series cars to get a more shabby chic feel. Its upright cabin feels rather narrow, although XC40 is in fact one in the wider vehicles from the segment. Backseat legroom is a great one, even so the seats themselves lack thigh support. That's both surprising and disappointing. The 20.7 cubic foot luggage bay have been created for people having a cargo carrying fetish, what with its hidden storage, 60/40 split fold back seat, and ski pass-through. You can even maintain swing-up cargo cover beneath the cargo floor. What will believe that of next? In-cabin scored rich in Volvo's customer research clinics, as well as the XC40's cabin is awash in bins and cubbies optimized for phones, tissue boxes, and also other detritus on the dedicated road warrior. Volvo moved top speakers from your doors to your dash so that the home pockets could accommodate a 15-inch laptop. There's a nifty mini garbage can, removable and sporting a spring-loaded lid, built in the center armrest, event offered won't hold additional than a handful of bailed-up burger wrappers plus a discarded gum wrapper or two. The optional wireless charging pad is very large, future-proofing it against Samsung and Apple's fixation on ever larger phones, though I had trouble getting my old Samsung Galaxy S6 properly centered for the pad, then it would charge. Like other Volvo models, the XC40 comes standard while using Sensor's infotainment system as well as its portrait-oriented touchscreen. I fell in love while using tablet-style UI Gets Hotter first became available, but I must admit that familiarity has bred contempt. A few week-long Volvo press loans have educated me in that the navigation system can be tough to program, and swiping and pinching towards you between climate, audio and navigation options might get rather frustrating. New with the XC40 can be an app-based digital key that will, for easy car sharing, send someone a code and so they can unlock and drive the vehicle without a key, a feature that strikes me as both nifty and scary. The XC40 emerged with 4 interior color choices, black, white, red and tan, but only inside entry-level Momentum model. The R-Design version, home on the wonderful Sport Tune suspension, comes exclusively in black, though you will get it with orange carpets and door panels. The orange is unquestionably cool, hell 1970. Anyone wanna watch laugh in ? But I still think Volvo interiors look their finest in lighter colors. Too bad you are able to only get them inside Momentum trim. Volvo has priced the XC40 Momentum and R-Design models at $34,195 and $36,695 respectively, including $995 destination charge. Opting for your T5/all-wheel drive combo adds $2,000 either to trim. Standard equipment levels are impressive. Momentum models include leather upholstery, an electric tailgate, and Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, whilst the R-Design adds navigation, 19 wheels, a hands-free tailgate, and also other upgrades. Naturally, safety factors high within the XC40's priority list, with automatic emergency braking and lane and road departure mitigation as standard, as well as a 360-degree camera, adaptive cruise, and a blind spot and cross-traffic warning for the options list. The XC40 are going to be the first offering from Care by Volvo, the brand's fledgling subscription-based ownership program. Pre-configured Momentum and R-Design models is going to be offered for $600 and $700 a month respectively, plus tax plus a $500 deposit, an expense that includes your vehicle, insurance, plus a 15,000-mile annually allowance maintenance for 24 months. Insurance is given by Liberty Mutual, which can't affect the price but they can say no to potential clients. After a year, buyers can upgrade to an alternative XC40 to get a new 24-month term, though unless Volvo plans coming back to Detroit-style yearly model changes, there isn't most often much reason to swap. This is a potential bargain for buyers who are in high insurance rate areas like New York or Frisco. Still, Volvo insists the program isn't of a cheap deal, but an easier experience for young buyers desirous to bypass traditional dealer bullshit. You go online, you order the car, you're making an appointment to pick it up, and that's that. No more getting hassled because of the F&I guy to get an extended warranty or listening for the service writer X told the virtues of an $159 transmission flush. It's no secret that Automobile is a large fan of Volvo's latest vehicles, and I think the XC40's pursuit to bring younger buyers to the brand is going to be a successful one. The cheeky XC40 helps make the Audi Q3, BMW X1 and Mercedes GLA seem like old fuddy-duddies, along with the driving experience provides each Mini Countryman a run due to the money. Add from the reasonable price, high equipment level, and available hassle-free subscription plan, plus the XC40 looks like it's right on point. Like any little sibling, the XC40 is actually clamoring for attention, and I think it's acquiring plenty. 2019 Volvo XC40 specifications on sale spring 2018 price $34,195, base engine 2.0 liters turbocharged DOC 16 valve i4/184 to 248 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute, 258 pounds to feet at 1,800 to 4,800 revolutions per minute transmission 8-speed automatic layout 4-door, 5-passenger, front engine. FWD, AWD SUV EPA mileage N, a LXWXH 174.2 by 73.3 by 65.0 in wheelbase 106.4 in weight 3,710 to 3,820 pounds 0 to 60 miles per hour 6.2 seconds top speed 140 miles per hour.